Hey everyone, welcome back. This is your girl still here doing her weekly blogs. On last week, I did not actually blog. I wrote things down, didn't blog. Last week was a tough week. A friend of mine lost his life in a fatal car accident to a drunk driver. And normally, when something like that happens, to me, something drastic and emotional, I would rather internalize and not process, not go through the mirror of emotions. I just would kind of put my best foot forward and say, it's going to be okay. And I totally bury those emotions. And in burying those emotions, I don't deal with them right away. I let time pass, and time pass could be months, weeks, and even years. And I chose on last week on my journey to saying yes to the things that fear me the most. Thank you guys for still bearing with me. I actually faced the fear of allowing myself to go through those mirror of emotions with losing a friend. And it was difficult because it's like staying in the moment, staying in a hot seat, and it's not comfortable at all. And it's challenging and it's scary because you really don't know what your emotions are going to take you through. You don't know you you don't know if you truly have developed the skills to process hurt and pain and loss in the moment. And I would hide behind the fact that I would say that I chunk my emotions. Maybe I chunk them and then I come back to them and then I try to process them. But that usually take years to do, and I did not want to do that here. I wanted to honor my friend. I wanted to honor our relationship, and it truly hit close to home because he and I had made plans to see each other through the week, and we actually that Monday morning I woke up and I gave him a call on my way to work, and we talked and we made plans. And it's a high school friend who we've kind of touched bases off and on, definitely strong in his faith. And we made plans that Saturday afternoon. And so it was devastating when I got the call that Saturday morning that Saturday afternoon around the same time we're supposed to go out, that he had passed. And that pretty much shook my world because I wasn't anticipating it. I'm a strong person in my faith, and I know that God gives me the ability to discern and see certain things and feel certain things. But when that had hit close to home, it kind of had shook me. It had shaken me up really bad, and it made me more aware and alert of things around me. And it made me realize that you have to get busy living. You have to get busy doing the things that fear you the most. My friend was coming back from Orlando and he was going back home because he wanted to ride the roller coasters. And all through talking to him, he was like, I'm going to ride roller coasters. This is what I like to do. This is what I'm going to do. And so, even um, up until we lost him, he was on his journey doing things that he loved and being who he was in his own right, in his own way. And so it made me stop in the moment and say, um, if I was to go today or tomorrow, am I living my truth and am I happy in my moment? Or have I allowed fear and things of fear to hold me back from being the best kind of me that I can be? And it took me some time. It took me some time to process it and mourn and cry and be happy and laugh and be grateful for who he is and what he had done in his life. And I thought about the conversation we had about all his goals and his aspirations and how he was preparing to do things that he loved the most and that he wanted to do. So I had to deal with that. Had to deal with that through this week. Um, I had to deal with anxiety and feelings of, oh my gosh, death is so close to me. That was like his car accident was a part of a mirror of car accidents that I've seen in the last couple of weeks. And of course, his was fatal, but others I've seen, like people run into the back of other people. It's just been crazy with the car accidents, and it's been crazy how close, um, how rushing, and how not paying attention, and just probably not being present. I've seen a lot of that happening, and I often have been that person. I was talking to my cousin about being present, that we can be so busy. I can be so busy trying to get the next thing done, the next project done, and I'm not present. I'm not present to enjoy the moments. I'm not present to enjoy my company and my friends' company unless I'm like on a vacation and I'm present, because I'm just loving my friends and I'm loving where I am and I'm just having a great time. But my mind is totally in vacation mode and it's all good, and I'm just so happy to be around them, and I don't have to worry about the next thing, because I usually travel with friends who pretty much have a spirit like mine, who's pretty controlling and bossy, and I think it's hilarious, but I love them dearly, and I think part of it allows me to see myself in them, how I can be probably bossy. Yeah, I don't want to change that trait though. Talking about changing stuff, but being bossy, I don't want to change that at all. That's well, I saw this thing on Facebook. So no, it's not being bossy. It's having leadership skills. I don't want to change those leadership skills that I have. So yeah, it was a rough week last week. This week got better because I didn't really feel myself until the middle part of the week, meaning I was kind of in bed and I was kind of crying. I was kind of walking and just trying to discover what these feelings are. And I think the root of what I learned is, when you don't have the coping skills to deal with hurt and to deal with pain, that's another element of fear, because as intelligent that I know I am, um, areas of trying to be better means trying to learn coping skills with things that I fear the most. So part of the fear comes from um, I don't have the tools in my tool belt to make sure I'm okay. And so I have to try to figure this thing out as I go. And so what I'm learning is, when I don't know the tools, or I'm afraid of something because I don't know the tools, it's up to me to either get myself some help or to figure out what tools are out there. I also learned in the last 2 weeks that I got to get busy living and going on adventures and doing the things that I love the most, because people are losing their lives daily, on a daily basis, and it's no age restraint. It's no way of life that guarantees you will or won't lose your life, you will or won't make it. It's up to you to make it. And um, you got to stop chasing timelines. You got to stop chasing other people's timeline. You know, at my age, I always feel like I'm missing something, or I'm behind, or I should be here and I should be at that place. And I'm not where I want to be. And why is it taking so long? And how do I speed it up? And I feel like I'm always trying to play catch up. Yeah, I'm always trying to play catch up. And but what am I catching up to? Like, who I'm trying to catch up to? And I love this movie, Secretariat. It's like my favorite movie. It's every time I watch the movie, and that came on ironically last week when I was having a hard time. It came on television last week Sunday, and Secretariat is about a woman who has a horse. If you've not seen the movie, and the horse, when it was born, it didn't take the normal time it took to kind of get to its feet and come up. Secretariat pretty much jumped up and started walking, and AKA it was known that Secretary AKA was known as Big Red. And I just watched that movie, and it's full of so much passion. It's full of so much, determination about running your race, and running your race to or against yourself because you're your biggest competition. And I think that's what I got out of my life where I am right now. This whole video, this whole journey is about me running my race. Secretariat, if you've never seen the movie, please watch it. He loops the horses. It gets to the point where he's so far ahead of them, but he's still going. He's still running his race, and no one else around him, nothing and no one else matters. Only what matters is running your race to the best speed, the best distance you can run. And so that's what this journey is for me. I'm running my best race. I am I'm feeling, grieving, and acknowledging, an acknowledgement. If I can say, what did I get for the last 2 weeks where I am now? It's acknowledging that my race is different, my things are charted out different, and that's scary. Scary because to be a controlling person, even though I try to tell people I'm not controlling, it's scary to run your race when you don't know. All you know is, hey, I know where the starting line is. I have an idea where my finish line is, so I'm gonna run my race. And I can't let me running my race conflict with my religious beliefs that it's all in God's hands. And wherever He's gonna have me, He's gonna have me. Wherever He's gonna lead me, He's gonna lead me. So it's gonna be interesting to see. It's still interesting here. So yeah, run your race. Run your race. No matter when you start running, no matter what odds are against you, no matter what you fear, no matter what you see, be not swayed by the things of this world and things that you see. I would be lying if I say that for the moment now, and I've been driving in my car for like 2 weeks, that I didn't feel anxiety. I wasn't scared, because I was. I was scared to get in the car and scared to drive at night. But isn't that putting myself back into the bubble? Like if I'm using these experiences and things about my friends and myself, I can't get to the brink of a breakthrough. I can't get to the brink of healing and moving forward and let fear push me back. So yeah, onward we go. Uh Scary and all. On we go. What's the alternative? Going back? If I go back, I'm not running my race. I'm letting the race run me, letting things in this world push me. And I told myself a long time ago I wasn't gonna be a pushover. Not anymore. And in my own way, I'm taking back the power that I have to not be a pushover and to run my race because people think that when you quiet, and I'm a long way from quiet now, but when you quiet and you don't speak up, that you don't have things to say, but you do, but you just choose to not say it because you haven't learned how to say it and how to find your voice. But once you find your voice, you have to fine tune it to the right pitch that you get comfortable with the things that come out of your mouth and speaking up for yourself and standing up for what you believe in as you run your race towards greatness, as you run your race towards um, being a brand new kind of me. So, those who are wondering, no, I did not work out during this process. I didn't go to the gym workout, but I did a lot of cleaning and stuff because that's kind of my thing. I think it's kind of cleaning when I'm frustrated and stuff. So, um, but I'm on it. I'm on it because don't give up on me. Don't give up. Don't, 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 don't. I can't give up. No. So, hey, hope you guys got something from that. I'm going to try to continue my every week, even though I'm not been every, I think I'm like an every 2 week kind of process, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, onward we go. Here we go. Getting closer. Oh, peace out.